Hey, hey, what's up, everybody? It's Mandy with My Trainer Mandy, holistic health and fitness coach, here to chat with you guys on this Friday afternoon. So I'm going to give it a little time for everyone to start tuning in. Hey there, got 2 viewers. Awesome. As soon as you jump on, do me a favor and comment below. Tell me hi, hello, tell me where you're tuning in from. Hey, Allison, what's up, sister girl? How are ya? Sometimes I can see at the bottom who's tuning in, and sometimes it doesn't show it. So do me a favor and comment below if you're on. Say hello. Tell me where you're tuning in from. Going to give you guys some time to jump on. How's everybody doing today? It's Friday. What's up, Priscilla, my sister? Linda! What's up, Linda, girl? How are you, Linda? Priscilla, it's Linda. Linda, it's Priscilla. Hey, sister. How are you? Thank you guys for tuning in. What's up, Joe? Hey, Christy, what's up, sister? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love doing these live videos. Like, I get super excited now. Yeah, Linda, so now you got to do the, I mean, we can't do it on here, but remember our little dancing little, whatever you call that, emojis. Okay, driving. Yeah, be careful, sister, since you're driving, for sure. So excited you guys tuned in. And it's Friday. I know everyone is happy that it's Friday. Friday afternoon. And I am actually sitting outside here in St. Augustine, Florida, under the little umbrella at the table here on my porch. And it's kind of starting to rain a little bit. The wind's kind of blowing, but I think it's going to be okay. So, yeah, I'm choosing to go ahead and continue doing the video either way, even if it does start raining. Oh, thank you for the hearts. Yes, thank you for the thumbs and the hearts. I love the love. Spread the love, right? Hey, Nancy, how are you, sister? Hey, Brittany, thanks for tuning in, girlfriend. Nancy, I'm sending you lots of love and healing energy for your foot. I know that you're going to be feeling amazing pretty soon since you have done my program and you have been educated all about eating clean and healthy and the foods that, you know, that's going to allow your body to heal quickly. Thanks for the love, Brittany. Feel my love and appreciation for you, sister. So today, I want to remind everyone to take responsibility for their health. So if you're watching this right now, you, my friend, take responsibility for your health, because honestly, it's not anyone else's responsibility but yours. It's not your doctor's responsibility. It's not your, you know, your mom, your dad, your husband, your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatnot. It's not anyone else's responsibility but your own. Thanks for tuning in, sister. Once you tune in, do me a favor, say hi at the bottom. Comment, tell me hi, tell me hello, and if you would like, you can type in where you're tuning in from, but say something just so that I can see who all is watching. I can see the number of viewers, and then a lot of times I'll see here at the bottom who it is, but not all the time. So yeah, do me a favor, say hello. Give me some thumbs up, some hearts. And I know it's a little bit delayed as well. Hey, Haley, thanks for tuning in, sister girl. I appreciate you. So like I said, today I want to remind you guys to take responsibility for your health, because your health, hey, Joel, how are you? Thank you so much for tuning in. You know, your health is your responsibility. It's not anyone else's responsibility. And when we, you know, would place blame potentially on someone else or place responsibility on someone else for our own health, then obviously we're not going to get anywhere like that. That's, you know, playing the victim, or you're looking outside of yourself for someone else, you know, to heal you, or for someone else to give you the magic answer or the magic pill. Lucas Howard, thanks for tuning in, Lucas. Yeah, thanks, Joel. Once again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor and comment below. Tell me hello. Like, aren't you happy to see me? I'm happy to see you guys. So, I would appreciate you if you would say hello, at the bottom, so that I can see who all is tuning in. Hey, what's up, Roman? How are you? I think you try to be like incognito. I see that you're on. You can say hi. You can give me some hearts and some thumbs up or something, you know. But once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And if you would like, you can actually share this video. On the bottom, there's a little share button. If you push that, then this video will actually go onto your timeline. Hey, Monica, what's up, sister? Thank you so much for tuning in. This video will go on your timeline, and then other people, your friends, anyone else, you know, they're actually going to see this video, and they're going to learn all the information that I'm about to share with you, which is some amazing information today. We're going to talk about 5 things that you can start doing now to support optimal health, okay? One of the things I definitely want to address is toxicity that, we're faced with nowadays, right? So, you have a lot of people that talk about that we don't require detoxing and cleansing and that, our organs are functional enough to be able to cleanse and detox. Well, you know what? Maybe hundreds of years ago that was the case, but it's not the case anymore, unfortunately, because if you think about all the 83,000 chemicals that we're exposed to on a daily basis, from like the air, the water that we drink, the water that, is on our skin when we take showers, even potentially, with food that we eat, GMOs, pesticides, herbicides, things like that, processed, foods with sugar and wheat and everything else, right? So all these things in there that could potentially be inflammatory to a person, these things actually start to wreak havoc on the body. And if you are not eliminating properly, ooh, y'all might hear the rain. I kind of feel it a little bit. If you're not eliminating properly, then chances are these can cause some problems for you. Okay, so I'm planning on staying out here unless unless it starts raining really hard, and like it's totally raining really hard. So we're just going to see how this goes. I'll probably, my whole back is probably going to get soaked, but whatever. Like I said, I'm going to keep rolling with the punches. So once again, we live in a toxic world. Unfortunately, there's toxins everywhere. There's toxins in our air. There's toxins in the water. There's toxins in the food that we eat. And even when you're trying your best, like my lifestyle, I try to do my best 100% to, do all the things to support my health and have optimal health. Chances are that you're still going to be exposed, to chemicals and toxins and whatnot. So, ooh, now the sun's coming out. That's amazing. Woo-hoo. Right on my face. That's God saying, yes, Mandy, keep spreading the good news. But in all actuality, if you're not doing certain things to help support your body, support the channels of elimination, and, continue to cleanse and detox your body on a daily basis, because really it is a lifestyle. But if you're not doing those things, then chances are you have accumulated toxins and things that are building up in your body, and you're not going to be feeling very well. And, obviously the younger you are, the less, toxic you may be. But as you get older, the liver can potentially become, more congested. And then the other organs and things in the body, they're not as strong or able to function as, as well as they could. Let's just say maybe when you were younger, okay? But actually, I was referring to, kids or younger children nowadays, and, it's really unfortunate. I'm 36 years young, but we have, children nowadays that have, diabetes and hypothyroidism, and they're just, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. There's, instances where we have these young children and they're being diagnosed with all kinds of things that's really, really, disheartening. And chances are the reason is because it's just lack of education, lack of knowledge about things that are going on, and it has a lot to do with lifestyle. It has a lot to do with choices, especially food choices. One of the other things I want to point out is that we have a tube, right? And we start putting food in our mouth, and we have a tube, stomach, obviously intestinal tract, small intestinal tract, then to the large intestinal tract, and then it comes out the back door, right? So anything that you're putting into your body, it's going into your body, and when things aren't functioning properly, especially in terms of digestion, and there's so many people nowadays that are struggling with digestive issues. When you have, I'm going to read a list of symptoms here in a second, but when you have specific symptoms, especially digestive symptoms, that right there is an indication that something's not functioning properly in your body, because we are not meant to have digestive issues. And there's a lot of people that they just run off to the doctor to get that little purple pill. I believe that's Nexium, right? So that they can continue eating the way that they are. They're eating a chili dog, and then they're popping a Nexium and, drinking a soda or a Diet Coke or whatever, to like wash it down with. Like that is not how we're designed. This stuff that people are putting in their body, it's not even real food. It's fake food. And when you're drinking like a soda, there's phosphoric acid in there. That stuff breaks down your bones. It breaks down and leaches the calcium out of your bones. And it also is horrible for your kidneys. And I could go on forever. But in other words, that stuff's not food, okay? What's up, Tamber, my sister? Thanks for tuning in. Love you so much. Thanks for the love and light, Linda. I appreciate you. Oh, man, I must be very toxic. Yeah, Nancy, well, I'm going to go over some symptoms and stuff here in a little bit. But regardless, my sister, the fact that you've done my program and you've learned a lot of information already and you're going in the right direction, it's all good. So we're just going to love it. We're going to continue, with everything that you're doing right now. So I'm super proud of you. Hey, Raina, thanks for tuning in, sister. Amy, same thing. Thanks for tuning in. I love you guys so much. I super appreciate you guys for joining. I love you. Awesome. You're so beautiful. You're so genius. Thank you, Tamber. I remember my beauty and my genius. Thank you, sister. Feel my love and appreciation for you. So once again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This is going to be an amazing video with like 5 tips that's going to support people in having optimal health. It's easy things to do. It's easy things to start incorporating into your life, like now or tomorrow, right? You can go to the store, get a couple things. So I'm going to be sharing all that with you. Do me a favor, hit the share button, share this to your timeline so that other people can see it. Also, give me some hearts, give me some thumbs up. Let me know that you're excited about this information and that you're ready to hear more about it, because obviously I know I'm super excited to share it with you. So, once again, 5 things today I'm going to be sharing about how to support optimal health, okay? I'm trying to make this easy for people. So even if you don't go 100% and completely change your lifestyle, at least you can start doing certain things. I recorded a video several days ago that talked about eating more fruits and vegetables, and I specifically was drinking my smoothie and sharing with you guys how that's a really easy and efficient way to get more fruits and vegetables into your life. It's not hard. Toss that stuff in the blender, blend it up, drink it, my friend, because that stuff right there is God's medicine. That right there is nutrition. That is what our body requires and desires. So when you put that stuff into your body, your cells are like, woo, and then you just feel amazing. And so, like I said, it's God's medicine. It's from the earth. It's from nature. I love watching your videos. I learn so much. Thanks, Raina. I appreciate you, sister. I really, really do. Your program has changed my life. I know how to heal my body. Yes, beauty. Yes, I appreciate you so much, Nancy, for sharing that information. It's true. And you know what? The program that these guys are referring to, thank you so much, or these ladies, I should say, that they're referring to is a program that I created based on what I use to heal my body as well. So I'm not someone here that just has a bunch of knowledge that's trying to spit it at somebody when I don't have my own personal experience, because believe me, I do. In the past, I dealt with health challenges, and these are the things that I did to overcome my own health challenges, and now I have optimal health. So of course, you know, I'm passionate about sharing this knowledge and information with other people because it's life-changing. Thank y'all so much for the hearts and love. I'm feeling your love and appreciation for me. Thank you so much. Once again, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm so excited. So I'm going to share with you now, when I read off this list, I mean, of course, I could just like blah, blah, but I want to make sure that I'm, you know, touching on some of these things. And so I just wrote everything down. I think it would be easier. So just ask yourself as I read out these symptoms and think, you know, is that me? And does that resonate with me? You know, is that something that I do deal with, you know, on a daily basis? Because chances are a lot of people experience, you know, at least 3 to 5 of some of these specific symptoms that I'm going to list here. So number 1 is low energy and fatigue. You know, do you wake up first thing in the morning and you know, your eyes are open and you feel good and you have energy and you're like, yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to tackle the day. You know, I'm ready to go work out. Because you know what? That's how we are designed to operate. We should be waking up with energy and saying, you know what? Let's go. I'm ready. You know, my body is functioning optimally. I feel good and I'm ready to go. Because guess what? That's what I do. I wake up, you know, I grab my fanny pack. I grab my phone, my earphones. You know, I brush my teeth, you know, pull my hair back, whatever. Grab my sunglasses, put on my my workout clothes, and I take off. I head to the beach. I either run to the beach or I walk to the beach, and then I do my workout there. You know, some days I go to the gym. Some days I may do just yoga here at my apartment, or I may go do like yoga or something at the beach. But the point I'm trying to make here is that you should wake up in the morning and feel good. Also, I understand that some people have to wake up really early in the morning. Maybe, you know, you have to be at work really early, or you have children that you're required to get ready for school, etc. So if working out first thing in the morning is not optimal for you, that's okay. But I'm going to be honest with you. If you can somehow fit that into your schedule, that really is the most optimal time to work out, is first thing in the morning, because it boosts your endorphins, it gives you more energy, and you also just feel amazing throughout the day. For one, because you're proud of yourself. You've accomplished your workout already. So you just feel boastful and excited because you've done something good for your health already. So me personally, I can tell a difference. When I don't work out first thing in the morning, I don't feel as good. I don't have as much energy. I don't have as much clarity. And then, you know, I'm kind of in a way thinking like, oh yeah, you know, later on this afternoon or later on this evening, I'm going to go get my workout in. And I do, because I am committed to having optimal health. But, you know, like I said, if you can get it in first thing in the morning, that is going to be really, really beneficial for you. And also, even if you can't do a lot, like start small, you know, start somewhere. Even if, you know, don't think that just because you can't do a 45-minute high intensity interval training circuit, or because you can't, you know, run 30 minutes or whatever. It doesn't matter. Start small. Even if you can only just walk around your block. Maybe you're at a point where you can only walk, you know, down to a stop sign and back, or whatever that looks like for you. But, you know, be encouraged to do something good for your health today, because when you start moving your body, that is actually how you're going to start healing your body. So I'm going to talk more about it in depth, but let me describe some more of these symptoms here. Hi, Carissa from Southington, I guess that's Connecticut. Thanks for tuning in, Sister. Carissa's on my program right now. I'm super excited to support you. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Hey, Michelle, how are you, Sister? Another one of my clients. Thank you, Sister, for tuning in. Yes, I love the thumbs up and the hearts. You guys are amazing. Okay, so next thing I want to discuss, too, is digestive symptoms. I just talked about that a second ago, but we're not supposed to have, bloating and digestive symptoms. We're not supposed to have constipation and stomach aches. If you're eating food and your stomach hurts, then that's an indication that you shouldn't be eating that. Sometimes even healthful food can cause people to have a stomach ache. So even if you're eating something that you think is healthy and you're like, well, but it's causing you to have a stomach ache, that's an indication that something's going on there. So depending on what your scenario or situation is and exactly what it is that you're eating, and I wouldn't know unless I was working with you one-on-one, but that stuff can be cleared up. It can be healed. I myself in the past dealt with digestive issues, leaky gut. I couldn't eat, certain things. My diet was really, really specific, and it was a challenge, but I overcame it. And so now, I'm able to support other people with this knowledge because I've been through it myself. So, hey, Marky, thanks for tuning in. So digestive issues and things like that, that is not normal. If you're on Nexium, my friend, then let's talk. Like, seriously, send me a private Facebook message, comment below this video. We can set up a free 15-minute consultation. But if you're dealing with like acid reflux and all that kind of stuff, and so you just think taking a pill is the answer, or if you're popping Tums and Rolaids and things like that, you're actually making your situation worse because whenever you have acid reflux, most people think, including most doctors, they're prescribing all this medication, and people are going off and buying the Rolaids and the Tums, and so people think that it's because they have too much stomach acid, so they're taking these pills to try to suppress the stomach acid, but it's actually the opposite. The reason that you're having the acid reflux is because you do not have enough hydrochloric acid in your stomach to digest your food. And so there are things that you can do naturally to support that and to allow your body and stimulate your body to actually start naturally producing the hydrochloric acid again. But when you're popping the Tums and the Rolaids and the Nexium and things like that because you have issues, like, that's a clear indication that something is not working efficiently in your body. Once again, God did not design us to be popping pills, popping all these things to try to, feel good so that we can eat chili dogs or nachos or pizza, etc., etc. So anyhow, digestive issues, they're not your friend. So if you're dealing with constipation and if you're not pooping every time after you eat, I just did say that. So give me some thumbs up and some hearts. Give me some laughs, because in a way that is kind of funny. I didn't know that for a really long period of time, but we are supposed to poop every time after we eat. So if you think of a dog and the dog eats, and then you open the door so the dog can go out and go potty. Or if you think of a baby and you feed the baby, you feed it a bottle, or you feed the baby the mashed fermented sweet potatoes that, hopefully you're making for your baby. Because I'm super passionate about nutrition, obviously. I support a lot of my close friends that have babies now and, about like ways that you can have an optimally healthy baby. And, but yeah, so if you are, dealing with these issues with constipation specifically, which a lot of people are, and you're not going to the bathroom like within about 45 minutes, some people like 30, 45 minutes to like an hour. If you're not going to the bathroom after you eat, then chances are you're constipated. If you're only going to the bathroom once a day, or if you're not even going once a day, then my friend, you are constipated. That's what that means. And when I talk about pooping, I'm talking about real good bowel movements. I'm talking about when you poop that you feel like you completely evacuated and your stomach feels flat, you feel good, you feel lighter, you feel emptied out. That is what a real bowel movement is supposed to be like. And actually, there's a Bristol stool chart where they have like pictures of what the poop looks like, and it can tell you that if your poop is optimal, and I have that information I'm going to talk about at the very end of this video, where you guys can find more information about this stuff. But, if you're sitting on the toilet and you're straining, or you're having to sit there for a really long time to use the bathroom, or if it hurts whenever you're pooping, or if you're pooping out like really dark deer pellets, like bloop bloop into the toilet, there's different descriptions. And like I said, I dealt with constipation. I don't have any shame to say that I did, because now I don't deal with constipation and I feel amazing. And that's probably why I look even more amazing than I used to look, because I feel like I look years younger. I feel better because I'm getting the toxic fecal matter out of my body. My digestive tract and system is working efficiently. So therefore I eat food, I digest my food, my body absorbs all the nutrients nutrients and everything out of the food, and then it turns into waste or fecal matter in the large intestine. And then when you eat again, that actually causes peristalsis, and that's when the muscles actually start contracting in the intestinal tract. And then it's like, oh, and then nature's calling and it's time to go to the bathroom. So yes, at one point I did deal with constipation, and I believe that, just me dealing with that constipation is one of the things that actually led to some of my health challenges in the past, because I didn't know any better. I didn't know that things weren't normal. I just kind of thought that's kind of what it was like. I wasn't going to go talk to anybody about it or ask anybody about it. I just figured that's just how it goes, but it's not. So if you're experiencing constipation, if you're experiencing gas, bloating, indigestion, if you have mucus in your stool, if there's mucus on your poo-poo, then that right there too is an indication that the foods that you are eating are inflammatory to your body. Because what that means is whenever we eat something that's inflammatory, our body will actually produce mucus in order to try to protect the intestinal tract from whatever it is that you're consuming that's inflammatory. So if you poop and you look into the toilet and you see mucus around it, chances are that whatever kind of lifestyle you're living and the stuff that you're putting into your body's not agreeing with. So if you're eating processed packaged food, fast food, just junk, I'm pretty sure most people are aware, if it's not real whole food and it didn't come from the earth, then chances are that it's not something that you should be consuming, because it's not food, okay? Food is something that was given to us by God, and it's out in nature. Like you could go pick a pear from a tree and you could eat it, So, I just get real excited about this and super passionate, especially when I talk about constipation, because what happens is when you're constipated, it leads to something called auto-intoxication, meaning that it's in your body, it's sitting there, and so the fecal matter is, it's stuck. Typically, it's impacted as well, meaning that it's not moving very well, and then it's sitting there, and you actually continue to reabsorb over and over the toxins of that actual fecal matter. So it's sitting in your gut, you're continuing to reabsorb it, it's going into your bloodstream, and then how can you have healthy, clean blood to feed you on a cellular level and to feed your tissues if you're constipated? So if that stool is sitting in there, then, chances are you're not going to be feeling very well. You're probably going to have, ADD, anxiety, depression. You're not, you're just sort of going to be in a funk. You're going to have brain fog. You're going to have the low energy fatigue. So right now, the reason I'm being so, not harsh. I choose to know what I'm trying to communicate. The reason I'm emphasizing this so much about constipation is because it is so common. I literally have never met a single female in my life that hasn't had some sort of constipation. Seriously. And I didn't even think that I had constipation until now, how I go to the bathroom every time after I eat. And I'm like, dude. And so I feel phenomenal. And honestly, too, if you're not going to the bathroom, it's going to be really hard for you to lose weight as well. So there's so many different, ways that I could go about, like explaining and all that, and saying, the symptoms or the negative symptoms caused by constipation. But point is if you're not pooping about 30 to 45 or even an hour after you consume food, then you are constipated. And the more that you start doing things to support your body, support your immune system, support digestion and elimination properly, then that can turn around for you. That can change. So there's still hope, okay? Next thing I want to mention too is like headaches, allergies, sinus, congestion, things like that. We're not supposed to have sinus infections. We're not supposed to have allergies. We're not supposed to be popping Benadryl. We're not supposed to have headaches and pop medication. And like I said, in the past, I actually did experience all of these things. I used to have really bad allergies. I used to take Benadryl all the time. I used to take Excedrin migraine all the time, or, Tylenol or ibuprofen. I remember, having like the pain here in my sinuses and my nose being stopped up and my head feeling plugged up and my ears feeling stopped up and itchy and my nose was itchy and I was sneezing and like doing all these things, and I didn't feel good. But there's reasons why I didn't feel good, and that was because, my digestive tract wasn't working efficiently, and so all those things were backed up. My body was inflamed, okay? So the key here is, we're trying to reduce the inflammation in the body, and once again, yes, it is possible. Linda, you are hilarious. OMG, I'm full of... And that's actually like the funniest emoji ever. And if you follow me, then you've probably seen that I have that poop pillow. I got it at Walmart, and so I did have to take a picture and share that with you guys because, I don't know, I just think it's funny. And as you see how passionate I am as I talk about constipation. So yeah, thanks for sharing that. If you guys are still here and you're cool and it's all good, give me some thumbs up and some hearts, because I'm just kind of going off on a tangent here. And if you guys have any questions at any point too, please post those below. if you have any questions about anything specifically, and I will do my best to address it as you ask that question. The other thing too would be, one of the symptoms is, hey sister, thanks for tuning in. The other thing too would be, skin color changes, color discoloration, changes in your skin, also any kind of like rashes. So like eczema, psoriasis, all those things, that has to do with inflammation in the body. So there are natural ways to take care of it. So the thing is we have all of these names of like all of these diseases, of all of these, same thing, eczema, psoriasis, all these things I've been listing, but we have like these specific names. We have like, okay, go to the doctor, get a pill for that, get a medication for that. But believe me, there is a natural way of healing your body and clearing up all that stuff, because you wouldn't have those certain symptoms if your lifestyle was a certain way. It's just the reality. Your son suffers, maybe your program is life-changing. Thank you, Beauty. I appreciate you. Yeah, Carissa, and you obviously just joined my program, so now everything that you're learning and you're going to be implementing, I highly encourage you to be implementing that for your entire family, guys. It's not just for you ladies that are on my program that are wanting to lean down and get fit and all that. This really is like a lifestyle. This really is a way of living your life. So obviously, as you see with my program, you know what foods you're supposed to be eating and which foods you're going to be avoiding, so that you can see like how your body's going to respond. And that is what we're going to do for obviously the 21-day transformation challenge. And then when you go into the next phase of my program is when you're actually going to test out those certain allergenic foods to see how your body responds. So there's a whole process of my program. And I set it up like that specifically because, like I said, that's exactly what I used to heal my body. That is how I figured out what my trigger foods were, and how I actually healed my gut, was abstaining from the certain foods that were trigger foods for my body specifically, which most of them are very common foods, and they're very common for pretty much everybody. They're inflammatory foods. So it allows you to be able to see and create a specific blueprint for your own health, okay? And that's not really what this video is about. But if you are interested in my program, just check out the link above this video, www.mandyfonville.com. All the information is there. And of course, if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. So let's see, that's why we should take probiotics. Yes, probiotics are definitely important. After making those changes, you suggested this is the best I have ever felt naturally. No popping a weight loss pill or quick fix. This is permanent. Amen, sister. Thank you. Hey, Lindsay, thank you so much. Priscilla, yes, I completely agree. And just feel my love and appreciation for all of you. It's like I just wish I could, see y'all and just give y'all big hugs, because I love the fact that that for one, you're trusting me to be your health coach. So that's phenomenal. And then for two, that you guys are getting amazing results. Like, that makes me so happy. And what makes me even more happy is when I know that my program is supporting you as well as your family, and especially your children. Like, that is the most beautiful thing ever, because children are so precious. And our parents did the best that they could, and I know that my mom did. And the foods and stuff that I was eating, we didn't know any better. So I used to eat like the, what do you call it, Totino's? Is it Totino's? I don't even know what it's called, but I used to eat those pizza rolls and ramen noodles. And I remember I used to eat the nachos like at school and at the skating rink. And anyway, Skittles, whatever, right? Nobody knew this stuff back then, or no one really, paid much attention to it back then. So yeah, but it's all good. Thank you so much, Lindsay, for tuning in again today, sister. So happy to see you on here. Take antibiotics daily. Yeah, I definitely don't agree with taking antibiotics daily. Antibiotics, anti meaning that it's actually going to kill the good bacteria in your gut. So probiotics is what we're looking for. If for some reason you are taking antibiotics, okay, good. You said probiotics. Awesome, Kathy. Yeah, I kind of figured, because I know we chatted on Facebook Messenger. Love you too, Carissa. Thanks for the love, sister. Yeah, so if you're anyone, let's just say if anyone else on here, hey, what's up, Jeff? Thanks for tuning in. If anyone else on here is potentially taking antibiotics, then you would want to make sure for sure that you are trying your best to counteract that with probiotics. You can get probiotics in pill form, but I'm going to honestly say that the best way to get your probiotics is with real whole food, and that would be like cultured vegetables, organic yogurt, raw preferably, like if you do goat's milk or something like that. You can also do kefir and fermented foods. I think I already mentioned that. Fermented cultured foods like sauerkraut and stuff like that. Our bodies recognize real whole food before our body recognizes something in a pill. And then when you're getting probiotics, I do recommend probiotics on my program. So, they do have a place. But if you can get the real whole food as well and supplement with that, or, me personally, I don't take probiotics. I eat sauerkraut and fermented, vegetables and cultured vegetables, etc. I even make my own sometimes. I'll get cabbage, cut it up. And but anyway, we'll do that on a whole nother video. But regardless, just always know that your body's going to recognize real whole food before it's going to recognize a pill. So I know I talked about this on one of my other videos a couple days ago, just about, you know, if you have a really bad diet, but you're taking a whole bunch of supplements and like in your mind, you think that's okay because, you know, I eat like crap, but I take a bunch of supplements and these supplements are going to save me. Guess what? That's not going to save you. And that's not the answer. Your body is not recognizing those supplements like it would if you were eating real whole food, because once again, that is how God designed us. And when we eat real whole food, we actually recognize it on a cellular level. That is what, you know, we are designed to be eating, and our DNA and everything else, you know, on a genetic level, everything that we put into our body should be nourishing our body, should be feeding us. So if you think about, I'm looking over here at this plant, but if you think about a plant in a pot, you know, you put it in soil, you're watering it or whatever, think about that as your body as well. You know, we require, you know, consuming things that are designed and made for our body, not something that's fake food, processed, packaged, blah, blah. So if you're still on here, give me some hearts and some thumbs up. I'm like hardly even through the list, but I'm going to do my best to like not keep you guys on here too long because it's Friday. So anyway, let's see what else about. Oh yeah. Whole raw foods are the best. Yes, raw is amazing. Some people have a hard time digesting raw, especially people that have digestive issues or constipation. You have to be careful. If you're dealing with constipation and you're eating a ton of raw food, that is probably the answer. Switch over to eating more steamed or sauteed vegetables. I wouldn't even necessarily say sauteed with a bunch of oil or anything, but steamed really would be best. So someone who's dealing with super severe constipation, you want to make sure that you're eating stuff that's steamed because it's easier for your body when you're dealing with constipation. Now, if you're not dealing with constipation, yes, raw is super amazing. You know, our bodies are actually able to break down and absorb more from the raw food as well. But it depends. Everybody's different, so there's really no cookie cutter approach. And in fact, you know, I mentioned that I do the one-on-one coaching programs. You know, I have quite a few clients that come to me and they're dealing with constipation. And so I have specific protocols that I have them do based on real whole food and specific recipes for smoothies, etc., that allows me to support them in getting rid of the constipation. So let's see what else. So joint pain, inflammation, lower back pain, which would indicate your kidneys because your kidneys are back here in your lower back. Any kind of like dry cough or tightness in the chest, dry eyes or blurry vision, clogged ears, like I talked about earlier, like if your ears feel clogged up or plugged up with like mucus. If you guys have ever heard of those ear candles where you put the candle in the ear and you light it up, I've done that. I love doing those ear candles, but you know, do those ear candles, clean your ears out, you know, support your body with that as well. And the other one too was like interrupted sleep and insomnia. If you're not sleeping well at night, or if you're not able to sleep at night, there's a reason behind that. So once again, like all these things that I'm listing here are signs and symptoms, and I'm sure there's plenty more. I just didn't want to go way too in depth and talk the whole time about that. But you know, it's time to cleanse. Like that's signs and symptoms right there. That's not how the body is supposed to function. So if you guys are still there, give me the thumbs up. Let me know what's up. If you're just tuning in, thank you so much for joining. If you're watching the replay, thank you also for joining. You guys are amazing. So once again, I am committed to doing more of these live Facebook videos as well to support you guys, especially if you have questions and stuff. This is a great way to interact with me, ask me questions, and then I can share, you know, knowledge with everyone else. Thank you guys for the love. Yes, and the thumbs up. I appreciate you. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the 5 things, all right? So these are 5 things that you can do starting now to support your body in having optimal health. And number 1, who knows what number 1 probably would be? I mean, it's pretty basic, and it's super important. Who knows what number 1 would be? I know that there's like a 5-second or more delay, so that's why I'm waiting on someone to comment, because I do know that someone knows this answer. Yes, drink more water, Priscilla. You got it, sister. And that's actually why I just took a drink of my water jug, because I was kind of giving you like a little hint. But I figured that you guys would figure that out anyway, especially if you're on my program, because I'm always preaching about how, you know, water is super important. That is actually, you know, the vehicle to remove toxins from the body. So if you're not drinking enough water, chances are you're not feeling very well. And, you know, if you're dehydrated, that right there is going to be the root of some specific symptoms or, you know, health challenges that you could possibly be experiencing. So I know I talked about this on other videos, but I want to make sure if someone's watching that they can get this info. Hey, Whitney, how are you, sister? Thanks for tuning in. So this jug right here is BPA free plastic. I got it from Walmart. It's less than $3. I've also been told that you can get it at the dollar store, but this is a half-gallon jug. Make sure you have good, clean, pure, filtered water. That is super important. Hey, Amy, thanks for tuning in, sister. Make sure you have good, clean water, because if you're not drinking good, high-quality water, then chances are you're dehydrated. So even if you are drinking what you think is enough water, if it's not from a good source, then you're still going to be dehydrated. So bottled water that you can buy in the store, that's really not the answer. Unless you're spending the money to buy Voss or some of those water that are actually in glass bottles, like Voss, for instance. Hey, Selena, thanks for tuning in, sister. Yeah, Carissa, you're correct. More water. But if you're not drinking high quality water, then you still have a problem. So you might, someone might say, well, I am drinking water, but they're not drinking, the right kind of, pure quality filtered water. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you my opinion on what I believe is the best. And this is my opinion. And also I would like to go ahead and mention now that anything I say is not medical advice. Get permission from your doctor if you are seeing a doctor, etc. This is simply me giving my testimonial or my experience and, what I believe is, what would support someone. But don't take it as gospel, okay? So I'm just saying that also, too, for, like, liability purposes. Hey, David, thanks for tuning in. Selena, hey, sister. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you would like, you can share this video on your timeline. Also, make sure, too, that you hit to subscribe to my live notifications. That way, when I start going live, you'll get the notification. But anyhow, yes, so water is super important, and I personally use reverse osmosis water. I put it in something called a Vitalizer. It's like a $400 or $500 machine that I invested in. It's been a while, so I choose to remember exactly how much it costs, but it's called a Vitalizer, and it spins it like a little tornado, and it actually restructures the molecules of the water to allow it to be more readily absorbable for my cells on a cellular level. So it allows my body to recognize it better, but you don't have to necessarily do that. Before I had that, I actually used what's called the Big Berkey. It's BIGBERKEY, and there's also another company called ProPur, so it's PROPUR. And both of those companies are, they're pretty, it's affordable, I believe, especially if you're going to be, if you're going out to the store and you're buying bottled water all the time and you're spending how much ever money on bottled water, start writing that stuff down and calculating it. And then you'll see that once you invest in something that's going to be way better for your health, that you actually can look and say, what I've invested in now, I spent in bottled water over like maybe 2 or 3 months period of time. So the Big Berkey and the ProPur system, it's stainless steel canisters, and you set them on your countertop. They come with carbon block filters. It filters all the impurities and stuff out of the water, but it also leaves the minerals and things in the water, the beneficial minerals for the body. And that's what I used to use. But at some point then I did some muscle testing with my naturopath, and my body specifically responds better to, like I said, the reverse osmosis water that I spin in my Vitalizer. Also, I'd like to mention that I do have a coach who actually suggests that people drink at least 50% of their daily water intake from distilled water. But I want to mention that wouldn't be across the board for everybody. If you have a lot of stuff going on with your health, when you drink distilled water, there are studies that show that the distilled water actually is going to be leaching the some of the minerals out of the body. So you just want to kind of make sure that you're not going through something where you're actually going to harm yourself or maybe make this situation worse. So once again, don't take anything I say as gospel. If you're interested in doing one-on-one coaching with me, then yes, you can maybe then take it as gospel, because I will know specifically what you are dealing with, what all you're taking, what all you're doing, and what kind of lifestyle you lead. So things I say here, take notes. If you have questions, send me a message on Facebook Messenger, and then we can address some things specifically. Hey, Johnny, thanks for tuning in again today. So water's super important. We're like 60 to 65% water. So as you can imagine, putting water into the body and it being, good, clean, high quality water is going to be key. Because if you think about, some of the tap water, I mean, it's okay. We have we live here in the United States. We have sewer systems, etc. But, a lot of times when they test the water, they find that it still has fluoride and chlorine and like runoff as well from pharmaceutical drugs and birth control and all that. And in. So if you're drinking that, then it's going into your body, even though you're not, agreeing to have this stuff in your water. It is in the water. And the chlorine and the fluoride and some of those different chemicals, that actually goes in there and it kills off our good gut bacteria. And it's really important that we have a balanced microbiome. Microbiome is the bacteria in our gut, and the gut is about 80% of your immune system. So if you imagine that you have a gut that's under distress, imagine how that's going to affect your immune system and how that's going to affect your health. So water is really, really crucial for that. Hey, Stephanie, thanks for tuning in, beauty. You guys give me some thumbs up and some hearts. Let me know you're still here and that you're all good and that, we're moving forward and that you're excited about hearing the other 4 tips. Great info. Thanks so much, RP. Super appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in. So, I'm going to give my personal recommendation. They say to drink about 32 ounces of water per 50 pounds of body weight. But like for me, that's not enough water because, for one, I live a cleansing lifestyle. And then also, working out and sweating and all that, you want to actually up the intake of water a little bit more from that. So once again, they say about 32 ounces per 50 pounds of body weight. My personal suggestion is 3 liters, which is about 100 ounces or so. A gallon of water is 128 ounces. So like I said, this bottle right here is a half-gallon jug, and I typically drink 2 of these a day. If I don't do a complete 2, then I do a full 1, and then I may have like this much water left here at the bottom, like at night. And I'll put it, beside me on the nightstand, but I may have about this much water. But also take into consideration that I juice every single day, and even if I don't juice, I'm drinking at least 1, if not 2 smoothies a day. And I also eat a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables, which are actually full of water, and those actually hydrate the body as well. So when you're putting all that good stuff into your body, then you're going to feel amazing. But if you are not putting that stuff into your body, and also I would like to mention, if you're doing a lot of caffeinated beverages like coffee and even tea, sodas for sure. If you're doing sodas, honey, stop doing sodas. That stuff is junk. It's garbage. It's full of a ton of sugar, and it has phosphoric acid, which is breaking down your bones, and it's stressing out your kidneys. So get rid of the soda if you drink soda. Start weaning yourself down off of the soda. But soda is poison, okay? Straight up. Soda's poison. So, but what I was mentioning is if you're doing caffeinated beverages, then you have to drink even more water to counteract the caffeine in the beverages, because as you know, especially, tea as well, they're diuretics. So you drink this stuff, it causes you to actually release more because they are a diuretic, and then it could potentially cause you to then lead, more to dehydration. So if you do drink those things, then you probably want to amp up your water even more. So, just to make this easy for people, even if you don't drink very much water at all, start small. Like, maybe you have, how much ever water, 32 ounces, on day 1. And then as you continue to go, you continue to add in more and more water. But once again, my recommendation is about 3 liters of water. But once again, I don't know exactly what your lifestyle is. I don't know what other things you're doing besides that. So, but that would be a good rule of thumb, in my opinion. And water is a vehicle to remove toxins. It's a universal solvent. So water is crucial. If we didn't have water, I mean, if you think about it, people can go, days and days without eating, but you can only go 3 days without having water. So if you were stranded out in a desert and, you didn't have anything to eat, but you had water, you would actually survive longer. So if you're not drinking enough water, then make a conscious effort to start drinking more water today. 120 ounces. Awesome, Nancy. RP, join the challenge with me. Let's do this together. Yeah, RP, check it out. www.mandyfonville.com. The link is above this video if you're interested in finding out more information about my program that Priscilla's referring to. And hey, Veronica, thanks for tuning in, beauty. Feel my love and appreciation for you guys. Thank you so much, too, for taking out time in your day to invest in learning more about your health. That's amazing. So, okay, I'm already now moving into number 2. So I also have done a video about this in the past, but we're going to talk number 2 about oil pulling. Okay, so who on here, half case of water a day? Awesome. Who on here, Chemo Show, what's up, my homie? Who on here has tried oil pulling? Give me some thumbs, give me some hearts if you have tried oil pulling. If you're on my program, then this thing should be blowing up with hearts, because I know you ladies are doing your oil pulling, and I have guys on my program too. Hey, what's up, Chemo? I feel the love for you. 25 people have reacted to this video so far. Woo! Awesomeness. All right, thumbs up and hearts if you've done oil pulling. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Chemo. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, so I gag when I try to oil pull. Either way, you've at least attempted it, right? So what oil pulling is it's a remedy where you're actually using oil. Thanks, Nancy. You're actually using the oil to pull the toxins and stuff out of your gums. They even say that it can detox the body, the body as well. But definitely we know that it works for cleaning out the any kind of bad bacteria or anything that you have going on in between your teeth and in your mouth. It also too can freshen up your breath. It can help whiten your teeth, and it's just overall super amazing. So like I said, I've done a video about this before, and then when I finish, I'm going to let you guys know, for those of you who don't know, where you can get that information and get those videos. So this is a brand that I bought from Walmart, Carrington Farms. I'm not sure if it's backwards for you guys or what, maybe because I'm looking at myself, but Carrington Farms, and it's USDA organic, and I got this at Walmart. So it's also, non-GMO verified, and I think this was like $6 and something. So what I do in the morning when I wake up is I take, you can do like 1 to 2 teaspoons or whatever. Same thing if you require, then just start with a small amount. So start with a little bit, try it, see how it goes, and maybe the next day add a little bit more. But really, it only takes about 1 to 2 teaspoons. But you're basically going to get the oil, you're going to put it in your mouth, and remember too that coconut oil is going to be solid at room temperature. So you're going to put it in your mouth and then it's going to dissolve, obviously, but you're going to put that in your mouth and you're going to swish it around like first thing in the morning. And it's actually better to do it before you have anything else to drink. So you don't want to wake up and like start chugging your water. You want to go wherever you have your oil, sitting. Me personally, I usually have it in the bathroom, like right by my sink, because I wake up in the morning and I go to the restroom, and then I grab, the oil, I put it in my mouth, and then I swish it around to clean my gums. And it's suggested to do it for like 10 to 20 minutes. So same thing too, you can work your way up to that. If you can't do it for 10 minutes right off the bat, that's okay. At least you're attempting to do it, right? Than not doing it at all. So put some oil in your mouth, swish it around, clean between your teeth and whatnot. And then make sure that when you spit it out, that you spit it into the trash can, because since it does get solid at room temperature, you wouldn't want to spit it into your sink because it could potentially clog up the pipes in the sink. So you want to swish it around in your mouth, spit it in the trash can, and then you could go ahead and like brush your teeth with your toothbrush and toothpaste. And also you can use like a little bit of baking soda in water, maybe make another little concoction on the side and rinse your mouth out with that as well. Like whatever works for you. I typically spit it out and then I'll brush my teeth with, my toothbrush and my toothpaste. And then I'll start, drinking my water, or my fresh juice, whatever I have going on for the morning. But oil pulling is super effective. It's been around for many, many, many years. It's from the Indian culture, as in like Middle Eastern. And if you, desire, you can also research it. Just Google it and check it out. But I'm going to tell you at the end of this video where you can get more information about all these things that I'm listing. Okay, so number 3, we're already at the number 3 tip out of 5 tips. So who all do we got going on here? I see that I have more viewers. The viewer number is increasing, so that's amazing. I know that it's like Friday afternoon for you guys. So can I put that oil on my curls? You can put the oil on your curls. You can put the oil on your skin. In fact, I use coconut oil for lotion or whatever. So I definitely promote that whatever you're putting on your body, that you could also eat it, that it's edible. Chemo, you're so freaking hilarious. There you go. I knew you were going to do something silly. But yeah, you want to make sure that whatever you're putting onto your skin, and I'm talking about the stuff that you brush your teeth with, the shampoo and conditioner that you use, your soap, etc., your lotion, even your perfume and deodorant. I'll be doing a video pretty soon more about natural products, natural care products. But whatever you're putting on your skin, it should be able to be edible, because when it goes onto your skin, it absorbs into your bloodstream within 12 seconds. And so therefore it is in your body. So if you're putting stuff on your skin that has a lot of perfumes and a lot of colors and dyes, etc. Like I used to wear the Bath and Body Works and the Victoria's Secrets, and I thought I was so awesome. I am awesome, but it smelled amazing. I used to use vanilla lace lotion. I used the Amber Romance spray, and that was like my little concoction. Everyone was like, oh my God, you smell so amazing. What are you wearing? And I found that when I had those two combined, I was told that it was like the amber and the vanilla lace lotion and then the Amber Romance spray, that those two like accentuated more of the scent. And so everywhere I went, people were seriously, they're like, man, you smell so good. What are you wearing? But I don't do any of that anymore. Now my smell comes from my natural body, maybe smell, or I use Young Living essential oils to put on. doTERRA is also really good, but just make sure you use high quality oils if you are using oils. And then they do have natural perfumes out there now. So I actually have one. I choose to know what brand it is, but it's like a little roll-on thing, and it's like a vanilla smell, and it smells really good. So whatever it is that you guys desire to do, but just, you want to think that whatever you're putting onto your skin is also going into into your body. So, you know, the coconut oil is really easy. Like he said, you could put it in your hair, you can oil pull with it, you can put it on your skin, and obviously too, you can cook with it. So coconut oil is an amazing investment. Everyone should have coconut oil. You do not have to get this specific brand, but I do highly recommend that you get organic and non-GMO. That's super, super important. I like to use that eucalyptus and very sexy for man. Boy, does that make a Sex Panther concoction. Well, whatever floats your boat. You know what I'm saying? Eucalyptus does smell very, very good. And yes, Nancy, I agree. Both Young Living and doTERRA are super amazing. Okay, so we were talking about doing the oil pulling. I talked about the coconut oil. Now we're going on to number 3. I choose to know how I didn't even go to number 3 a second ago. I think I got distracted, Chemo, by your silly comments. But it's all good. I'm so excited that you guys tuned in today. Once again, I appreciate you, and thank you so much for taking out time in your day to join. And the next thing we're going to talk about is dry skin brushing. So I have my dry skin brush right here to show you guys. I've actually had this dry skin brush since like the end of 2012, and it literally is the same one. One of the things you want to make sure you look for with the dry skin brush is that it should have natural hair bristles. You don't want the really hard, firm, like scrub your body, scrub your skin completely off type brush, because if you do and you're using the plastic bristles, it actually does something where it interrupts your energetic meridians, and that can kind of be a whole nother video when I talk about energetic meridians. But regardless, make sure you get the natural hair bristles. Most of them look like this, and they'll have this little part where you can put the it has the little stick that you can either have attached or detached so that you could, you know, scrub your back. But this is what you're looking for. I bought this at Walmart. You can also buy them at Target, and you can, of course, get them online. I know for sure Amazon has them, but this is what you would use for dry skin brushing. And the benefits of dry skin brushing is going to be, you know, we constantly are having turnover of our cells, right? So our skin is constantly fluffing off, and when we use the dry skin brush to support our body in, you know, getting some of those dry, dead skin cells off, it actually opens up our pores and allows us to eliminate via sweating a lot better. Okay, and then also the benefit of this is it stimulates your lymphatic system. So, you know, with our heart we have, or with our circulatory system, we have a heart, so our heart beats and pumps, and then that actually moves the blood through the body. But with our lymphatic system, unfortunately, we don't have anything that moves the lymph in the body. And a lot of people are unaware of this, but the lymphatic system is actually like a sewer system. That is where all your toxins and things are going to be in the body, and that the lymphatic system is what's responsible for supporting you in detoxification and getting, you know, that stuff out of your body. So the toxins, you know, being bound up in the lymph and getting, you know, those toxins out of your body is really important. So a dry skin brush can support you in that. By doing the dry skin brushing, you're stimulating the lymphatic system. Another great way too is going to be what I'm about to talk about next for number 4 is exercise and movement. So dry skin brushing is great, once again, for, you know, cleaning off the dead skin cells and also stimulating the lymphatic system. But another way that's really important, and that's why it's number 4, it's one of the 5 tips, is that you exercise or move your body every single day, okay? And even if it's not, you know, super strenuous exercise, like I was talking about in the beginning of the video, like start somewhere, like do something to move your body. Some people maybe have heard of like a rebounder, and that's actually like a little mini trampoline, and so that's a really good way. So, depending on what your limitations are, a rebounder, the little mini trampoline, jumping jacks, jump rope, walking, running, even just, you know, jumping up and down, whatever it is that, you know, resonates with you, but moving your body. That's why exercise really is crucial. I mean, of course, we know there's so many more benefits to exercise and how good it makes us feel, and all that, but it's definitely, you know, really important that, you know, we use these things to stimulate our lymphatic system, like the exercise and like the dry skin brushing. So it really is recommended that you do 45 minutes of it, at a minimum, walking, you know, a day. So let's say for someone who is dealing with health challenges and they're really unable to do super strenuous exercise, if you are able to at least walk, and maybe you're not able to walk for 45 minutes, you know, nonstop, but you could always break it up into little segments. You could go walk for like 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 15 minutes. minutes, and then maybe a couple hours later you do that again, and you do that again, and you do that again, right? To where it would end up being 45 minutes or whatever works best for you. But if you have to work yourself up in increments, that's completely fine, but just start somewhere, right? Someone who actually is putting in effort and is going to start somewhere and you know, makes the decision to consciously start taking responsibility for their health, that person is going to be much better off than the person that's just sitting on the couch, you know, and not, you know, taking responsibility for their actions and for what they're, you know, putting into their body and what they're drinking and thinking and eating and all that kind of stuff on a daily basis. So, you know, I commend you and I acknowledge you for, especially all you ladies and gentlemen who have done my program or you're doing my program now, that, you know, you are committed and dedicated to having optimal health. Because clearly we're not getting any younger. There's nothing that we can do to stop the clock. But what we can do is we can actually start to reverse the aging process. And the more that we take care of ourselves and the more we live certain ways in terms of our lifestyle, the more that we can actually feel better as we get older. Okay, so if you love that, because I know I do, if you love that, give me some hearts and give me some thumbs up if you guys are still there. Obviously, I still have viewers. Thank you guys again so much for tuning in. Yes, lemongrass is super amazing. I love lemongrass. It's really good too for when you're meditating. But yes, lemongrass, Selena, yeah, Priscilla says, I agree. And then I love the brushing. Yes, Carissa, it's awesome. Okay, so now we are at number 5, and I'm pretty sure most of you guys, if you know me, then you're going to know what number 5 is, okay? Number 5 has to do with what you are eating, so someone go ahead and comment below because I know you know this answer. We can help getting older, but we don't have to get old. There you go. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I mean, to me personally, like, you know, you may age on the, you know, calendar years, but you can actually feel better and better as every year goes by. And I always say it doesn't matter how old you are, it's how old you feel. So I feel better than I ever have in my entire life, and I'm 36 years young. So for me, it's just like, you know, I'm going to continue living this lifestyle. So I haven't had anyone commenting below yet about what they think number 5 is. Number 5 has to do with the food you're putting into your body. What do you think number 5 is, though, specifically? Meals have to be balanced. Yeah, it just depends on what we're looking at in terms of being balanced. But that is a good indication. But more specifically, what do you guys hear me talk about all the time? What does that mean that says, oh, everybody's over here getting sick? And I'm like, yeah, there you go, more fruits and vegetables. I knew you would know this one, Selena, because I remember when I shared that post, and I remember you had shared it as well, where the girl's like, more fruits and vegetables, and then they even have the meme with the squirrel, and it's like more fruits and vegetables, because yes, that is key, fruits and vegetables. And why fruits and vegetables? I'm sure you guys already know this. Hey Michelle, thanks for tuning in, beauty. Organic fruits and vegetables, yes, more specifically, Nancy, I completely agree. Organic is key, and also making sure that you are, you know, washing your vegetables good, and then like organic and local. So, you know, just whatever resonates with you and whatever you can get. But I always say support your local farmers, go to the farmers market. If you can get the stuff a lot cheaper there, but definitely fruits and vegetables. And the reason is because fruits and vegetables have fiber. And so when we eat fruits and vegetables, we're not only getting the benefit of, you know, the phytochemicals and the phytonutrients and the biophotons, etc., but we're getting some really amazing fiber in our body. And that fiber is what's responsible for going in there into the digestive tract and forming, you know, the bulk of the stool that allows things to pass and move through the intestinal tract. So if you're eating a lot of meat and eggs and things like that, and you're not eating a lot of fruits and vegetables, then chances are you're going to be constipated. Or you may not think you're constipated, but you're probably going to have some mucoid plaque going on in the intestinal tract, which usually, I talked earlier about having mucus in your stool. So when you have mucus in your stool, that obviously means too that you have something called mucoid plaque, and mucoid plaque is mucus that actually hardens and it ends up developing on the lining of the intestinal tract. And when you have mucoid plaque, you're unable to absorb a lot of the nutrients, you know, in the food that you're eating. So you may be eating high quality good food, but if you have the mucoid plaque that's, you know, encasing your intestinal tract, then chances are you are not absorbing the nutrition from the stuff that you're putting into your body. And everyone has mucoid plaque. I had mucoid plaque. You know, I do cleanses. I recommend that people cleanse their body really hardcore, like at least every season or quarter. So that would be like 4 times a year. So if you think about when our seasons change, that's when our bodies are actually naturally designed to be cleansed as well. So if you've never done like a really more advanced hardcore hardcore style of cleansing and detoxing, I could definitely support you in that. Once again, I do the one-on-one coaching, and that's what I do for people, is I support them in cleansing and detoxing their body, no matter where they're at or what's going on. I mean, you can always do that. I mean, maybe to some degree, if someone's dealing with some really severe health challenges, then you would want to start out a little bit slower. But like I said, I have experience in this because I've experienced it personally myself. And of course, I've studied it. I have a certification in advanced food healing, etc. So, cleansing the body, getting rid of the mucoid plaque is really important. Eating good foods and proper foods and putting the right things into your body can also keep you from developing that over again. So, the reason I'm bringing up that is just that, even when you think that you're eating the right things and maybe you're not getting all the nutrition, then obviously there's still going to be a little bit of an issue there. And at one point I was struggling with that challenge because I was eating all the right things, but I didn't realize that things weren't necessarily getting absorbed. And then I started doing some more intense cleansing and some different things to support that. And then boom, there you go. I mean, I was like really surprised. Like that just came out of me. So if you don't know what mucoid plaque is, Google it. It's spelled, I believe it's MUCOID, and then plaque, PLAQUE. But Google it, and those pictures are real. Like, that's really what it looks like. You have a lot of people out there that question it and think that people made that up and that they're just saying that so that you'll buy their fiber products and their cleanses, but it really is the truth. So when you do things specifically in the right order in terms of cleansing and detoxing your body, it doesn't have to be so harsh and it doesn't have to be hard to do. Like I always say, I choose to make this fun and easy, but it definitely is possible. So if you're interested in having support in that, please let me know, reach out, and then we can have that discussion. I'm getting ready to wrap this up though, because it's already been, I think, an hour. So the one thing I want to say about the last is, yes, eat more real whole foods, specifically eat more fruits and vegetables. And, if you guys have any questions or comments right now would be a great time to post those, because I'm getting ready to wrap up this video. Give me some thumbs and some hearts. I really appreciate you guys for being on here. You're super amazing. And once again, I'm just committed to sharing this information with people and giving out the good news and the truth bombs of the health and wellness and how you can have an optimal, amazing, healthy lifestyle. It really doesn't have to be hard. So I choose to make this fun and easy. And once again, I really appreciate you guys for jumping on. One of the other things too I want to mention is I'm describing all of these 5 things that you guys can do. And some people, you might be a little bit confused, or you might want a little bit more information in terms of like details about everything. So if you go to my business page, it's www.facebook.com/mytrainermandy if you want to do it by the link, or just go into Facebook and search My Trainer Mandy. If you go to my business page though, or even actually those videos are on my personal page as well, but if you search Facebook, then you'll be able to find these videos specifically. I have a video about oil pulling. I have a video about dry skin brushing. I even have a video about Epsom salt baths. But I have that information for you guys, so you can check it all out. So yeah, the oil pulling, dry skin brushing, and even Epsom salt baths, which is what's going to allow you to get more magnesium into your body. Mostly everyone's deficient in magnesium, like because of like depleted soils and things like that. So if you're not having enough magnesium, on a daily basis, and that can also lead to a whole host of symptoms. So once again, just go to my business page, My Trainer Mandy, and you can click on videos, and you can see all the videos that I've done. There's way more videos than the ones that I'm just listing now. But if you would like more information and more detailed information, if you want to see me with the dry skin brush, kind of like demonstrating how to do it, if you want to see me demonstrating the oil pulling, those videos are on that Facebook page. And the Epsom salt bath one is even more cool because I'm wearing my my shower cap. So, and I do wear that shower cap. I have it here with me in St. Augustine, Florida. And you got to have the shower cap to protect curls, right? Chemo, protect the curls. Whenever I'm not going to be washing my hair. So that video is pretty funny. It looks pretty funny too. But I did that on purpose just to be cool, or funny or cool or cute, because it's fun to be different. So once again, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I also want to mention that I'm going to start recording the Facebook Live videos starting on Monday. I'm going to be recording those on my business page. So My Trainer Mandy, be sure to go and like the business page, give it a thumbs up, and that way on Monday, I'll be posting on my personal page like, hey, I'm going to go live at this time. I'm trying to find out what is the best time for people, like when or maybe I have the most viewers, or maybe the best time for people to tune in. So I don't have anything specifically set in terms of like a schedule, but I'll be getting a little bit more consistent once I figure those things out. But My Trainer Mandy is where I'll start doing these live videos, and the reason is my Mandy Fonville page, it caps out at 5,000 people, and so right now I think I have like 4,998 friends, and that was only because I went in and I deleted some people that either I don't really know that person, or they're just inactive on their account or whatever. But occasionally I'll go in and I'll delete some people so that I can add more friends. But if it caps out at 5,000 and I'm trying to share all this good news and truth bombs with the world, then me just doing these videos on my personal page is not going to be as beneficial as they will when I'm able to do them on the My Trainer Mandy. So do me a favor and be sure to go like My Trainer Mandy business page so that you can stay up to date with all of my live Facebook videos and all my cool information that I'm choosing to share with you guys, because you guys are amazing and I love what I do. I drink a fruit smoothie every day with fresh fruits. Is that a good source of fruit intake? Yes, that's amazing. I love fruit smoothies as well. That's great. And if you check my timeline, RP, I actually did a video, it was either yesterday or the day before. I think it was actually like maybe Monday, but no, it was Tuesday, I think. And I did a video talking specifically about like fruit smoothies. So I'm in like a black shirt. So if you just go to my timeline, you'll see that. I was talking about, you know, that smoothies is actually one of the best ways to get more fruits and vegetables in your life. Yeah, frozen fruits are good too. Just make sure you're getting organic. Obviously, anytime you can eat something fresh, it's going to be a lot better for you than when you're doing frozen. That's just, you know, that's just how it goes. But like say certain fruits and vegetables that aren't in season all year long, like berries, I love fresh berries, but you know, whenever they're not in season, then I will choose to buy the frozen organic berries. And in fact, that video that I was just talking about where I'm wearing that black shirt, I believe I recorded that on Tuesday, November the 1st. That video shows you a picture of the Great Value brand organic berries that I bought from Walmart. It's like $10 for a 2-pound bag. So check out that video and you know, get more information there as well, specifically about smoothies. Thanks for tuning back in, Linda. Appreciate you, sister. Feel my love and appreciation. It's been a while. But anyhow, yeah, so, you know, I could talk forever, but I'm going to go ahead and cut this off because I don't want it to get way too long. Just make sure you go like my business page. Check out my program if you're interested, www.mandyfonville.com. If you're dealing with more specific health challenges, I can definitely support you in that. I do free 15-minute consultations, so just reach out to me like Facebook Messenger if that's the best way, and let me know, and then we'll have a chit-chat and kind of see, you know, where you're at, and then I'll let you know how I can support you and give you more information about my one-on-one coaching program. So I trust this information has served you guys. I know I've had an amazing time delivering all of this wonderful information to you. So give me some thumbs up and some hearts. I love you guys so much. Feel my love and appreciation for you. Once again, you know, you're investing your time out of your life to you know, take time to watch me, which, you know, I greatly appreciate. And then also too, you're committed to your health. So that's a beautiful thing. I've been doing Facebook Live videos. This is like my 4th one. So, I mean, I've done more than that, but as far as this week goes, like I did one Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then today's Friday. So check out my timeline if you want to see like more information of this type of stuff. Then just go to my timeline on Mandy Fonville and on My Trainer Mandy, and you can see the videos that I've done already. I appreciate the love and the likes. You guys are amazing. And once again, I know for sure that this information has served each and every one of you, and you all will have an amazing weekend and just keep shining your light brightly. And until next time, you know, feel my love and appreciation for you. I'm sending you all virtual hugs and kisses. So yeah, feel my love and appreciation. Stay awesome. I'll chat with you guys soon. Much love. Love ya.